Yo, what up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What's the word, Zach? What up, Logan? What up, LCR? What up, though? I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, as I usually do. Let people fill in. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm always rocking all black. You feel me? Always. All black has been my favorite color since I was like, I don't know, though. I would say maybe like like 10. Green was my first favorite color. You feel me? Green been my favorite color since I was like 3, 4. But black been my favorite color for a long time. Um, and it never fails, for me at least. My combo that rock with my style, that match my personality, is that all black. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody watching. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, people to fill in before we get started with the topic. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? What y'all been on today? Say in the chat, what y'all been doing today. What y'all got planned for this evening? Give it about a couple more minutes, people to come in, fill in, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hitting that like button on the way in too. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Are all the benefits lost after relapsing? No. Depending on like how long. Like if it was just like if you live a no fap lifestyle when you just, made a mistake one day, you'll be straight the next day. A lot of the times the like the shitty feeling after a relapse is all in your head. You feel guilty, you feel upset, you feel all these feelings. Usually that's where the shitty feeling come from. Give it about one more minute and then we gonna get it cracking with this topic. You feel me? Gotta put that swag in it. You feel me? It ain't you feel me. It's you feel me. Some of that Detroit sauce on it. I'm gonna make some mods real quick. I'm gonna throw some of y'all some wrenches. As more people come in, as more people go through, I'm gonna be throwing some wrenches out. But all right, we gonna get it cracking with this topic. So you see the title in quotations. You know what I'm saying? In quotations. Women only want disrespectful men. And I'm here to tell y'all that y'all are sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. I don't know why I still got my power beat in. Y'all mistaken like a motherfucker. Y'all tripping. Let me throw another wrench out there. My dog Andre. Yeah, the title got you there. Yeah, there's gonna be a good conversation, bro. Women. I'm gonna start from the beginning where I even got this topic from. I'm gonna start where I got this topic. So I was watching some Black Pill and some incel content the other day, like 2 days ago, just for like investigative purposes. You feel me? Trying to gather some data, trying to gather some information. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like throwing out names of groups of people out there when I don't really know what they about, when I don't really know what their ideologies and theories are. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then, I watch some Black Pill or some incel content just to gather their information. They side of the story. You feel me? Excuse me. And one thing that I kept finding very common amongst Black incels or black pillars, African American black pillars, just to keep it from being confusing, was that they pushed this notion, that women, especially black women, only like disrespectful men. And I couldn't really understand like where it came from. At first I thought it was only one dude, what I'm saying? I thought it was just one guy talking some bullshit. And I was like, all right, but then I kept seeing it. And I kept seeing it, and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to understand, like why would a woman like a disrespectful man, unless she has mental issues, what I'm saying, unless she has a lot of built up trauma that she has never dealt with, unless she got a lot of baggage that riddles her brain of thinking like a normal person, like a normal woman, why would she want a disrespectful man? Where do they even come up with these ideas? Where do they even come up with this thought that women only want disrespectful men? You know what I'm saying? And what I've came to think, my hypothesis, my if then statement, you know, my hypothesis is that if these guys have never had good standings with women, you know what I'm saying, especially in the real world or in the college world, post high school, then they will be harped on any experiences that they were left with from high school. They will be left with the experience that they had in grade school. You feel me? That's what they're gonna be. That's what they're gonna be harped on. You understand what I'm saying? These guys who feel like women only like disrespectful men are stuck in they 16-year-old brain, they 15-year-old brain. You feel me? And why did I come to that conclusion? How did I come to that conclusion? I came to that conclusion because of this, right? As men, we have egos, right? We have egos. And so in high school, as you start messing with more girls, you start talking to girls and all that, you really start feeling yourself, smelling yourself. You're really trying to get in relationships. And that's when, boys and girls first really start interacting. You know what I'm saying? As men, we have egos. And as young boys, we have egos. As young boys, we have egos as well, very big ones. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how like our egos start huge and then things will bust it. Things will burst it or help it get bigger or bust it down. Our egos don't start small and then just build up. Our egos start big and they either break down or they build up or they stay the same. You know what I'm saying? And so what'll happen is this, right? Say they get their ego crushed by a chick in high school, say they in 10th grade, they get their ego crushed by some chick. They might have walked up to a chick, said something, said blase, blase, and then that chick embarrassed them. They might have walked up to a group of chicks for one chick. That whole group of chicks might embarrass them, or if they my age, or they could be a little bit older, a little bit younger. If they grew up with social media in high school, what could have happened was they could have walked up to a chick or a group of chicks, got embarrassed, and then got even more embarrassed on social media, maybe. Stuff like this happens. Stuff like this happens all the time. Stuff like this happens every day, right? But say they get that ego crushed. They get their pride all stepped on, matted, destroyed. They drive a tractor. They drove a tractor over that man's pride and ego. You understand me? Then after that, that man goes, maybe he go to college, maybe he goes straight into the real world, doing whatever. Let's say he never had experiences that will build that ego back up after high school. It's a lot of dudes out here who they might have had one or two bad experiences with women, like in high school. So really, we talking about with girls in high school, and then it messed them up for a long time. We talking 5, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You understand me? You understand me? Hey, shout out Special Ray. What up, Janelle? How you doing? I keep getting emails out the ass. That's why I keep looking at my watch. He get his ego crushed in high school. Never had anything to build it back up. Never had any good relations with women. Never had any good sex with women. Never had any women who really liked him. You know what I'm saying? And he never built it back up. He's gonna be subconsciously stuck in that little boy mindset from when he was 15 or when he was 16, and them girls embarrassed him back in high school. You feel me? He gonna be stuck in that mindset. Now, what does this have to do with? What does that have to do with them thinking that women like disrespectful men? We gonna get into it. So y'all know in high school, middle school, high school, you know, you full of testosterone. You know, you a walking boner. You really liking girls, but you don't really know what you're doing for the most part. You know, most of us, we really ain't know what we was doing. Like we was just learning as we went along. So in like middle school, high school, what did boys do to girls? You know what I'm saying? We make fun of them, tease them, you know, like throw shit at them, like just be irritated. Cause like that was like our way of showing that we liked them without knowing how to do it in a proper way. You know what I'm saying? We was just doing shit to show them that we paying attention to them and trying to get their attention, right? So throwing pencils, throwing erasers at chicks, you know what I'm saying? We might, I don't know, dudes might smack in the back of girls' heads, you know what I'm saying? Like all kind of goofy stuff. Just making fun of chicks for no reason because you liked them low key, right? You liked them. Now back then, was it disrespectful? Yeah, but like that was all we really knew. You know what I'm saying? Girls didn't really take it in a harsh manner. Dude, we didn't really know what we was doing. Was it disrespectful? Yeah. But when we was kids, it was a different notion behind it, right? And so back then, doing stuff like that worked. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff like that worked. If she thought you was cute and you threw an eraser at her head, or you was teasing her through the hallway for no reason, making fun of her for no reason about something, but she thought you was cute, then the passion between the two of y'all, you know, when she, oh, he's so irritating, you so irritating, shut the fuck up, you know, all that passion that she got for you, and you making fun of her and throwing shit at her because you trying to get her attention, that passion y'all got, it came together and it actually worked in a sense. Like it made her like you and you liked her. You know what I'm saying? You already liked her. But the teasing and the soft core bullying was like our way of telling girls we liked them. And if she thought you was cute, she would like you back for it. Oftentimes, not all the time, of course, but sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And guys saw that. Guys in high school saw that. You know, you had your group of dudes who was willing to do stuff like that. You had your group of dudes who was, you know, always getting all the chicks, and they might have been, you know, being mean, being disrespectful. But back then, girls didn't really know the difference. Like they didn't know how a man would approach a woman because we boys and girls, you know, nobody knew any better. But you had your nice guys back then in high school who would sit back and they would observe this behavior. You know what I'm saying? They would say, how does he get all the girls? He's so mean. Why are all these girls talking to this dude? He's so mean and disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I just watched him call her a snaggertooth bitch in the hallway. And now I walked into them kissing in the bathroom. Like, how does this stuff transpire? That nice guy sitting in the back wondering, like, what is going on? He's sitting there wondering what is going on. And so let's say that nice guy grows up and he becomes one of these incels or one of these black pillars, right? He gonna be stuck on them experiences from high school. He gonna be stuck remembering them boys in high school who was being disrespectful, getting the girls. Because he's had no success in the real world where that shit fly. You feel me? He's had no experience in the real world where that disrespectful, all that doesn't fly in the real world with normal women. I ain't talking about hood rats. I ain't talking about your chicks that still up in the trap house. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about your stuffers. I'm talking about your normal women. You know what I'm saying? Your everyday chicks. They might be suburban. They might be urban. It don't matter. But they live a normal life. You feel me? That being disrespectful tip does not work at all. You have to be respectful to women to get a woman out here in the real world. We gotta be honest. We gotta be honest. And we already know this, but I'm talking to the guys who might not know this. I'm talking to the guys who might be in high school and they might not know no better. I'm talking to dudes who might be maybe overdosing on red pills. I'm talking to dudes who might be black pill or incel. That's who I'm really talking to. The guys who might misconstrue the reactions of teenage boys and girls and thinking that applies to adult life. Or they might misconstrue the relations between hood niggas and hood rats and think that applies to adults in a normal world. Adults who are productive members of society. They gonna mix together all these things because they haven't had their own experiences. They don't have their own data. They don't have their own anecdotal evidence to say to themselves, okay, yeah, I remember in high school dudes being disrespectful. I might have went in the corner store. I might have went back to the hood to the corner store and the dude was being disrespectful to his chick. But in my experience on a day-to-day basis, I've been getting women being completely respectful. You feel me? They don't have those experiences. They don't have the experience that they can tell themselves that. So all they know is that watching guys disrespect other girls. All they have is the memories of watching boys disrespect girls in their high school or their middle school. You understand me? Just reading through the chat real quick. They don't have their own evidence. So what do? They just go back to the memory vault. They go back and watch what was happening in the hood. They go back and listen to the rappers. You understand me? You can't be disrespectful to women in the real world because people are normal. People are sensible. We have social awareness and we have social skills. You can't throw an eraser at a grown woman and think that's going to get her to like you like it did in middle school or high school. You can't just walk up to a woman and start bullying her because you're going to think that it's going to make her like you like it did in middle school or high school. You can't do that. When you're a grown man, I'm going to stay chill. I ain't even about to get riled up. You know what I'm saying? It be grown men talking like this, bro. I'm not gonna tell y'all who it was. I'm not gonna say no names, but I was watching a video of a grown black man who was a black pillar. I don't know if he was an incel or not, but he was a black pillar. I'm watching his video. Grown man talk about women only want the disrespectful dudes. They only want the Chads and Tyrones that's gonna disrespect them. They only want the Pookies and the Ray Rays. You feel me? And off the rip, you can tell this man has no experience dealing with any grown woman in the world, in the real world. He has no experience. Because off the bat, he would know being disrespectful will get you slapped. Being disrespectful will get you ignored forever. Some of these chicks, you say something disrespectful one time, it's raps. Depending on how attracted she is to you, you might be able to get away with something. You feel me? You might be able to get away with something. But for most of these chicks, dog, you say something disrespectful, it's cooked. It's raps. Now we gonna get into what the whole thing behind it is. They try to mask it up in this with like fancy dresses and fancy sauces, and they give it this name, right? They say women don't want the nice guys. They don't want the respectful guys. They don't want the good guys. They don't want the guys that are going to be nice and treat them with respect. They want the dudes that's going to be mean, that's going to be disrespectful, that's going to be slapping them and call them all kind of bitches and hoes. That's what they like to say. That's how they like to describe it. You feel me? That's how they like to describe it. Yo, what up, though, to everybody in the chat? Make sure y'all hitting that like button. That's how they like to describe it. Oh, women don't like nice guys. Women don't like respectful guys. They want disrespectful dudes. They want mean dudes. They want Pookie and Ray Ray. They want Tyrone and Chad. Whatever they like to say, dog. When in reality, the dudes who we call them nice guys, we already know. These are dudes who put on the act of being nice. They put on an act of being a good dude. They put on an act of being respectful in order to get to some pussy. We already know these are them kind of dudes. We already know these are them kind of dudes. Give me a second. Oh, that's my man. Yeah, you can't throw in a racer at a grown woman. But back to what I was saying. I lost my train of thought real quick. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Let me raise my chair up. Most of these nice guys is not nice guys, dog. Most of these nice guys are not nice guys. Let me make another mod real quick. Most of them are just acting because they want some box. Now, what do they do when they act? What do? They kiss feet. They invest money. They invest all these compliments, right? They invest all these things that are beyond them, things that they wouldn't even be doing if they didn't want to have sex with that woman, you feel me? All these things that they wouldn't even consider. If the chick was like, you know what, I'm going to accept all these things you giving me. I'm going to accept the money, the dates, the bags, the shoes, the compliments. I'm going to accept the vacations and the expensive dinners. I'm going to accept it all, but we ain't having no sex, you feel me? I might give you a peck on the cheek, but we ain't having no sex. You ain't getting up in me. If she let them know that off the rip, these dudes ain't doing none of that. So that's where the problem lies. That's where the problem lies. Then these are the dudes that get bitter and they get stale over time. They ego been crushed so much, it's just in the dirt. It don't even exist no more. They done fell into some kind of ideology where they get to blame society for their problems. They get to give excuses. They get to say, oh, feminism and society and black single mothers and chicks think they fours, but they tens. I mean, chicks are fours, but they think they tens. They get to blame all these things. They get to blame all these things on their goofiness, on their mishaps, on their mistakes, on their idiocy, on their ignorance, on their lying and they manipulating and they tricking. Both kind of tricking, you feel me? I don't even know where I want to go for real from here. Like I could just go on, but I want to pinpoint a topic that I want to talk about, you feel me? For my black pillars, for my incels, for my guys who have this angst and these gripes with women, for these guys who have a grind to gear with women, especially my black men who have a axe to grind with black women. We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about black men and black women because that's where I hear this the most. The whole disrespectful thing. I hear it from black men talking about black women. They say all these black women want the dude from the hood who sleep on his sister's couch. He gonna disrespect her. He gonna slap her up, but he gonna fuck the shit out of her. That's what all these women want. That's what dudes be saying. That's what grown ass black men be saying. You feel me? But most of these dudes are who we would call the educated lames, who they would call themselves the educated lames. Who are these educated lames? These educated lames are the guys who, come from white picket fence families. Maybe they come from some kind of suburb or maybe real nice neighborhoods in the urban city. In the urban area. You feel me? Grew up very proper household, proper family structure. They had a mom and dad who loved them and took care of them. But what do these guys grow up and like to do? A lot of these guys grow up and they want to get the girls in the hood. They want to go to the hood and get them kind of chicks. Now, why do they want them kind of chicks? They want them kind of chicks because most of them chicks got the fattest asses. They got the biggest titties. You know what I'm saying? They give off the strongest sexual aura, the strongest sexual confidence. You know what I'm saying? You look at them and you like, damn, I know she rock good. I know she suck good. You know what I'm saying? These dudes who are educated lames, who live normal lives, we call them squares, I guess you say. You know what I'm saying? In this context, we call them squares. They want to come back to the hood and get them kind of chicks and have fun with them kind of chicks. But then those are the dudes who they might run into one of these kind of chicks, right? Have some interactions with them. invest enough into him so that the girl will tolerate him for a little bit of time. You feel me? The chick is showing some like she'll give him some time of the day. She said, "Oh, he took me to dinner. Oh, that's cool. Bet. Oh, he bought me this bag. Oh, that's cool. Bet. I'm gonna show him a little bit more attention. Oh, he paid this bill. Oh, he gave me this amount of money. Oh, he took me to this restaurant. Okay, for sure. We keep talking. We keep talking. We keep talking. So then he keep going and he keep going. He thinking he being respectful by buying her all this shit, taking her all these places, showing her all these things, promising her all this stuff. You right? Kissing her feet, telling her all these sweet things in her ear. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the dude that comes out and hop on YouTube and say black women only like disrespectful dudes. He said, no wonder my friend can get no females. He from the suburbs. That's funny. The thing with that is, being from the suburbs don't mean you can't get females. It's just more of a chance that you might lack personality, that you might lack swag, that you might lack qualities that'll make you stand out. It's just more likely that you're not gonna have certain qualities that black women really just love. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have no edge to you. Potentially, like I'm saying, this is all it's more likely. You're not gonna have no edge to you. You're not gonna have no snap to you. You're not gonna know how to really check a female. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have no swag to you. You just square up and down. I know I just did a rectangle. You just square up and down. You feel me? But it's some dudes from the suburbs, depending on who their parents are, or depending on where they went to school, who they grew up around. You know, it could just be natural from whatever. Some dudes from the suburbs, you know, they got some swag. You know what I'm saying? They got a little bit of edge to them, wherever it might have came from. You know what I'm saying? Be it from the suburbs don't mean you can't get females. It just means that you are conditioned to mess with a certain kind of female. That's where the problem lies. That's where all these confusing statements like women only like disrespectful men come from, because dudes is messing with chicks they not conditioned to mess with. Dudes are messing with chicks from a whole different environment that they didn't grow up in, that they not even ready for. They game goofy to the people from this environment, but they want to deal with them because of the fat ass and the titties, and she look like she suck good dick. She looks like she ride a good dick. You feel me? Shout out to all the people listening right now. I'm just scrolling through this chat real quick. Hey, yo, what up, though, big bro? But yeah, it be a lot of these, you know, I don't like saying suburban dudes because people put a negative connotation on calling dudes suburban. You know, when I say suburban dudes, I don't be nothing by it. I just objectively mean a dude from the suburbs, you feel me? But, you know, for the sake of this, you know, y'all know I ain't meaning nothing by it. So I'm gonna just say suburban dudes. It be a lot of the suburban dudes who come up with all this bullshit about women only liking disrespectful dudes. Let me make Big Bro Ahmad real quick. Hold on. Give me a second. Make Big Bro Ahmad real quick. All right, we got Big Bro with the wrench for sure. It be them kind of dudes coming in. Or, you know, it's some dudes who might grow up in the hood, but they wasn't outside. You know, they stayed inside and they played video games all day. Or they were the ones who were, you know, might have been playing Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, which it wasn't nothing wrong with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it might have been these kind of dudes. You know, the nerdier, goofier kind of guys, you know, who might have came to school with the button up to the top, you know, choking their neck out and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Real super thick prescription glasses and all that. You know, might have came to school with they hair uncombed or unpicked. Might have had poor hygiene. You know, might be dorky. You know, it's some of them kind of guys that grew up in the hood too. But they didn't interact with the environment. So they didn't really take any of the traits. You understand what I'm saying? Them kind of dudes as well. A lot of them kind of dudes grow up to be incels or black pillars, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have enough swag or they didn't have enough edge to get the chicks that they wanted, to get the chicks that they actually grew up around and went to school around. But then, when it comes to the suburban chicks, the white chicks or the suburban black chicks or the Asian chicks, whatever the case might be, they get there and they still not calibrated to mess with them kind of chicks because it's a whole different social class. It's a whole different environment. It's a whole different upbringing. It's a whole completely psychological difference between the two. You understand me? You understand me? I'm just scrolling through this chat real quick. Yeah, make sure y'all hitting that like button, dog. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Appreciate all 30 people listening. We're gonna talk about that for a minute. Being with chicks that you not really prepared to be with. I made a video about this like 3-4 months ago, like in June or July, maybe. I'm pretty sure it was June. It was a car video where I talked about dudes getting with women that they are not a match for, dudes getting with women that they are not compatible with, dudes getting with women who they not ready to be with. You know what I'm saying? Because this ties into the myth that the women only like disrespectful men. We're gonna talk about that real quick. So let's say a dude like me, right? I'm from the hood. I grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I went to school in the inner city, but I'm not some hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't walk around, proclaiming I'm some kind of gangster or I'm some kind of thug or I'm some kind of criminal. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? People who know me know me. People who know me know what I did, know what I didn't do. But I don't walk around saying I'm some thug or some gangster or some hood nigga. Yeah, I might be from there, but I'm not. I graduated high school. I'm in college. I'm in the #1 public university in the country. I'm gonna keep saying that because I'm proud to be a Wolverine. You feel me? I'm not no hood nigga. I'm in Ann Arbor, Michigan, bro. I'm not no hood nigga. Do I have hood tendencies? Yes. Do I know how to navigate in the hood? Yes. Do I still call Detroit my home? Do I still call the West Side my home? Yeah. When I go home, am I still eating that coney? Yes. But I'm not some thug. I ain't some hood nigga. But I have to recognize who I am and am not prepared to be with, who I am and am not ready to be with, who I am and am not compatible with, who I am and am not a match for, who I am and am not conditioned to be with. You understand me? So who would that be? From my experience, maybe I'm just scroll through the chat real quick. All right, yeah, for sure. So let's talk about me real quick. Y'all gonna get an insight of me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get an insight on the chicks who I'm not compatible with, who I just can't really psychologically match with, who I have a difficult time vibing with. For me, from what I've experienced, my most difficult demographic of vibing with is black suburban chicks. Black suburban chicks in general, but black suburban chicks to be particular, mainly because most of my interactions are with black women. I've messed around with some white chicks. I messed around with an Asian chick one time, but I haven't really dated anybody other than black women. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no gripes with dudes who interracially date. It's something I haven't done. But the thing is this: me being who I am, me being where I come from, me knowing what I know, me having experienced what I experienced and seen what I seen, it's certain things that I'm just not gonna be able to understand, and certain things they not gonna understand to me if I'm with a black chick who grew up in the suburbs. That's just how it is. You feel me? They're gonna be void of certain things that I might like in a chick. You know what I'm saying? For me, I like a little bit of sassiness in a chick, just a little bit to keep it from being boring. You feel me? Just a little bit to keep it from being boring. I like a chick who can handle when I might get on tip a little bit, might get a little aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I like a chick who can handle that. You understand me? I like a chick who can understand how I grew up, because she might have grew up similar or have similarities in the way she grew up. A chick who grew up in a two-parent household her whole life, you know, her house income is 150,000 a year, and they got a pool in the backyard and some giant ass house that she grew up in her whole life. I ain't gonna be able to relate to that. I ain't gonna be able to relate to that. This is true sometimes. This is true sometimes. I've definitely met black women from suburbs who think that black people from the hood, you know what I'm saying, even if they not like hood people, they think black people from the hood are below them. Sometimes I've met black chicks like that for sure. You know what I'm saying? I've met black chicks like that for sure. Now, here's the thing though. I'm not gonna hop on YouTube, or I'm not gonna hop on Instagram or social media, and I'm not gonna be on here talking about, oh, you know, suburban chicks hate, you know, guys from the inner city. I'm not gonna get on here talking about, oh, chicks from the suburbs, they hate black dudes, they hate swag, they hate everything that's me. I'm not gonna get on here and say that, like how some of these dudes who go down, they come to the hood from outside of it. Why you would do that, I don't really know. They come from outside the hood, they come in and they trying to figure out why she not responding to that niceness, that preppiness, you know what I'm saying, that suit and tied up, boot up, you know what I'm saying, why she not responding well to the way that he's treating her. It's because it's a lack of calibration. You understand me? There's no sync. There's no syncrecy between the two. There's no flame lit in between them. Just like if I'm with a complete suburban chick, there is no match between us. There is no fire between us. There is a very difficult time to try to vibe with them because it's such a difference. Now, do I get along with suburban chicks? Yes. We could chop it up. We can have conversations. We can exchange ideas. We can talk about who we are and who we not. But when it comes to vibing with that woman, when it comes to really enjoying that woman's time, when it comes to really feeling like, okay, this woman can handle who I am, that's not there. That's not there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, just to combat the whole women like disrespectful men thing, sometimes what I might do, sometimes like I've slipped up and done things where a chick who from some suburb, she might think it's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I might not have thought it was disrespectful because it's just, that's what people did. That's what people do where I'm from. That's just how I am. But she might have thought it was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It might be the tone in which I said something or the way I looked at her when I said something. You feel me? It could be the lack of emotion when I say something. They get offended by all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't like it because they used to the suit up, boot up. They used to the boring Bob, the block of cheese dude. They used to the dude that's just gonna be nice like 24/7. You understand me? They're not used to me where if I say something I mean it, I'm gonna look at you a certain way. I'm gonna say it a certain way. I'm gonna make certain gestures to you when I say something that I mean to you. You know what I'm saying? Certain energy is gonna emit from my pores when I'm saying certain things. When I'm looking you in your eyes, it might be intense if I'm really listening to what you're saying. A lot of them don't like that because they not from that. They don't understand that. They don't know why I'm doing it. They don't know why I'm doing it. So it's a disconnect. You feel me? It's a disconnect. Let me give Ajay the wrench. Where her name go? There you go. For sure. And I ain't gonna talk about this too long, you know, because this is a very simple topic to talk about. But understand this, dog. Being respectful is your gateway to everything in life. When it comes to women, bro, being respectful will take you far. Being respectful will take you very far. I don't know where niggas get this idea that being disrespectful is how you win. Being respectful will take you very far. You walk up to a group of females, you looking at one of them, you want one of them, you walk up to a group of ladies. Hey, excuse me, y'all mind if I take your friend real quick? We'll be back in a second. You mind if I take your friend real quick? I'll have her back in a jiffy. You feel me? Y'all don't gotta worry. We just gonna go right over here. That's being respectful. That's being respectful. You know what I'm saying? You see a chick in the grocery store. She's looking at something. You right there, looking at the same thing, or you looking at something that's nearby. You say, "Excuse me," before you start interacting. Stuff like that'll take you very far. Stuff like that'll take you very far, especially if you know how to balance your respect and your social awareness with, if you got your swag, you got your what you might call spunker, you got your edge, you know how to combine it, you know how to balance the two. Then you really gonna win. Because then it's like, oh, he know how to do both. He know how to treat me with respect, but he got respect for himself as well. He know how to treat me with respect, but he know how to check me when I might do something disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? He know how to treat me with respect, but he got swag. He know how to treat me with respect, but he got an edge to him. You feel me? Being respectful will take you very far. I don't understand where niggas get this bullshit from, dog. I just explained it to you, so I do understand it, but y'all know what I mean, dog. I'm gonna scroll through this chat real quick. Chris, one of the biggest things I learned from you is that a simp is your intention. If you compliment her because you're trying to get something, I agree. I don't think he finished what he was trying to say, but this is a fact. Yo, being a simp is all in your intentions. Like, just like I said, how I said being respectful, saying excuse me, you mind if I take your friend real quick? Some dudes might say, oh, that's simping. Oh, that's simping. You can just walk up and establish your dominance and just go, hey, yo, bitch, on some DMX. Hey, yo, bitch. Hey, yo, bitch. Hey, yo, bitch, come over here. Like on some DMX type. You know what I'm saying? Dudes would be, oh, being respectful is simping. You don't say excuse me. I'm a man. I'm a high value man. So what I'm gonna say excuse me for? I'm the prize. She need to say excuse me when I walk up to her. She need to be saying excuse me to me because I walked up to her like on some delusional. I don't know where niggas get these ideas, but I don't know where niggas get these ideas. Being disrespectful, you gonna get laughed at. Be disrespectful in front of a group of 19-year-old black ladies, women, girls, whatever their mindset might be. Be disrespectful to a group of 19-year-old black girls. Be disrespectful to a group of 19-year-old black women and see how hard you get cooked. See how hard they bully you till your ego is crushed. Niggas don't even understand, bro. Niggas don't even get it. Walk up to a group of ladies in the bar. Say they 22 to 25 years old. Walk up to them and be disrespectful. You know how corny that shit look, bro? You know how corny that shit look, nigga? You gonna get laughed at. You gonna get made fun of. They gonna make fun of your shoes. They gonna make fun of your shoelaces. They gonna make fun of your hairline. Even if they don't make fun of you, even if they hold back, even if they chill, the energy that they give you is gonna crush your ego, dog. Trying to play that disrespectful, I'm some super big alpha male, high value man shit. Trying to be delusional in your social awareness. You woke up with no respect. You woke up with no social awareness. You woke up not being able to read social cues. And you just throw yourself in there because you think you the prize. See what happened to your ego after they done with it, after they done playing with it and stretching it out and beating it and running it over. See how your ego come out of that situation, bro. See how that ego come out of that situation. I don't even understand, bro. Yeah, like I ain't gonna put that up. Excuse me. My ceiling fan be messing up my throat when I be talking. Pause. Facts. If a bunch of black girls roast you, it can hit your ego hard. Exactly. Especially if you didn't grow up in that environment. If you from, the white picket fence, you from the suburban areas, you from a good quality household, which everybody should have. When I say a good quality household, I'm not talking down. I don't know. Sometimes when people think that you describing like they didn't have no struggle or that they had a good life, that you trying to insult them. It's like, nah. If you came from a good household with good parents and you get roasted by a group of black chicks in the club or you at college or whatever, that's gonna hit your ego harder than maybe anything that's ever happened to you, bro. Because you ain't even from that environment. You don't even have you don't even have the calluses built to deal with that kind of shit. Your mind is not callous to know how to be resilient in that kind of situation, or you're not even witty enough to know how to respond. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, that's what we did. You might walk up to a group of females or walk up to a chick and just walk up normal, say something normal. They defense mechanism is to check you, see how you is, what you gonna say. Who you think you is walking up with them dirty ass shoes on? Like, they might just say something off the wall and you got to know how to respond. You know, you can either play it off and be cool and just keep going. They gonna peep that. You could clap back with another joke on them. Okay, I don't know who you is talking, because I see your lace front is showing right up in here. You know, I can see your track right up in here. You know what I'm saying? You might want to fix that. I'll come back when you fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little things that you could say. But if you ain't from that environment, you ain't even gonna understand how to deal with that. Trying to be some big, I'm the prize alpha male. I'm red pill, so I don't gotta be respectful. I'm red pill, so I don't gotta be disrespectful. I could be disrespectful. I'm red pill, so respect is irrelevant. You feel me? Because I'm red pill, right? That's the mode that guys is on right now, because they listen to some of these dudes who, I ain't even gonna get into all of that. I ain't even gonna get into all of that, because that's gonna bring a whole different wave of energy my way that I'm not trying to have on me. I'm gonna just chill on that. Excuse me. I'm gonna chill on that, bro. I'm gonna chill on that. Yeah, you gotta roast them back, bro. You gotta roast them back. You gotta roast them back. You know, sometimes that's just, if the energy is fitting, bro, just roast them back, bro. If you try roasting back, then they whip your ass, so you just gotta take it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I ain't never really heard of that happening personally, but I mean, only time I heard, you know, girls trying to beat up a dude or trying to get a dude beat up is if he say something that was just like off the wall ridiculous. You know, I ain't never heard of that. You took your daily red pill, hey, you know, if you learning, like, if you learning red pill knowledge, you know, that's cool. I don't have nothing against red pill, because I'm red pill. Even though I don't like saying that, I'm red pill, but it's the environment of a lot of these red pill dudes that I don't even like affiliating with. That's why I don't bring up red pills and blue pills on my channel, because it brings, like, I don't know. I think the vast majority of like the red pill scene is immature men and boys, like teenagers, and then grown men that lack maturity. And so they bring a different kind of energy to people's channels. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep my channel with some degree of maturity. You know what I'm saying? Even my youngest that's in high school, y'all have a certain level of maturity and respect and social awareness and experience that you can listen to my content and be engaged with my content. You know, some dudes are so juvenile and they thinking that certain content they can even really listen to, because it's not enough trigger words, it's not enough jokes, it's not enough cuss words, it's not enough delusional thinking. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes can't handle that if it's not enough delusional thinking. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes just can't handle that. So that's why I don't use language like red pill, blue pill, alpha male, beta male. Oftentimes, every now and then you might hear me say select. Shout out Ron Wheels. You know, select, non-select. I mess with them terms. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, other than that, you don't really hear me talking about no alpha male, beta male, red pill, blue pill, because that's just a whole different vibe that it brings to the video that I don't even want in my comment section. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real world information. You know, in the real world, ain't nobody talking about no red pills and blue pills and alpha males and beta males. Do those things exist in the real world? Yes. But we not going to use those terms, because I don't want y'all to have it in your colloquial bank of vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to be using that outside in the real world. Talking to a girl, like a girl might flake on you or something. You talking about, well, you missed out on the alpha male. Like, I don't want to be the one who influenced you to say some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, a chick trying to run some game on you, and you over there talking about, that game not gonna work on me. I'm red pill. I don't want to be the one responsible for you saying some bullshit like that. That's why I don't use them kind of terms. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't use them kind of terms. What's good, Kadeja? What's the word? They shouldn't be known such thing as red pill or blue pill. I don't know. Like, I don't like the philosophy, the idea in itself. I wholeheartedly support. Taking the red pill, understanding the truth of what things are, whether it's political, mating and dating, with women, whether it's financial, talking about currency, the truth behind currency, like whatever it is. I encourage the philosophy itself. It's just the environment that it has now been surrounded by, the community that has taken it and really took it up by storm is what I don't mess with. You know what I'm saying? I have no gripes with the actual philosophies of red pill, blue pill, what alpha male is, beta male is. It's just the people who love that kind of content and really thrive in that kind of content, who need to hear them words every day to remind themselves of who they are. I don't like that. Yeah, nothing wrong with the pills. It's just some of the people. You know what I'm saying? You got to separate the content from the audience. You understand what I'm saying? Separate the content from the audience. You understand me? When it comes to the ideas. Now, a content creator, his audience, his comment section is a reflection of him or a reflection of her. I say that all the time. I knew when I made my YouTube that I wanted to bring a certain kind of energy so that I had a certain kind of demographic that watched me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want a bunch of immature kids. I didn't want a bunch of immature grown men. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that maturity in my comment section, in my subscriber base, in my chat rooms. I didn't want that kind of ignorance, that kind of juvenile thinking, that naivety. I wanted maturity. I wanted discussions. I wanted conversations. I wanted improvement. I wanted thorough thinking. You know what I'm saying? If you came here ignorant, I want you to leave knowing something. Not just having some new trigger word that you could say. Not just having some kind of catchphrase you can say all the time, or not just having some kind of word you can call yourself that you really haven't earned the title of. You know what I'm saying? Like just making up shit. I've never wanted that. I knew that when I came in, I wasn't going to have that. I'm going to go for a little bit more. I'm pretty much done talking about the topic at hand. So, if anybody got questions y'all want to throw at me, before I hop off, we could chop it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got anything y'all want to add? Anything y'all want to ask? Yeah, a lot of these content creators be on nonsense, bro. Like everything they say is rooted in hurt and pain. And everything they say is rooted in that crushed ego that they had from the last girl they messed with or the first girl they messed with. It's all a lot of these guys say everything rooted in dark energy. It's not mature masculine. A lot of what a lot of these guys say is rooted in immature masculine. They might be grown men age-wise, but they not mature in their masculinity. They immature in their masculinity. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why they attract such an immature audience. You know what I'm saying? How do you get game? Watch my live stream that I did yesterday, bro. How do you get game? Yo, game is primarily a combination of your personality, social skills, and looks. You use those three. You use those three in tandem, and that will reveal what your game is. Now, how do you find your game? How do you really perfect your game? Practice it. Go out there and just talk to women off kilter. You know what I'm saying? As you do it more and more, you will develop your game. Your game will develop and your own style will come about. You know what I'm saying? Chris, you changed my whole idea on what women from other creators say. Exactly. We have healthy relations with women over here. You feel me? How do you get out the friend zone? Getting out the friend zone, first of all, what I would say is this. If you in the friend zone with a chick, but you think you want that chick, I would say, you know, I ain't even gonna get into that. How do you get out of friend zone? Getting out the friend zone, you know, take some time away, bag away. Because if you in the friend zone, you probably at their every hand and foot. You probably talking to them all the time. You probably see them a lot. You probably do everything they asking for. You probably treat them hella nice. Take some time away. Take some months away. Pull back your communication from them. Go through a transformation. Turn into a new you. You know what I'm saying? Your body, your mindset, your knowledge, the way you look at yourself, the way you look at other people. And then if you were to come back, you know, she might have sex with you, you know, she might get intimate with you, but I would never encourage you getting in a relationship trying to get with a girl for real that you was in the friend zone with. I would never recommend that. But I mean, you can have sex with chicks you was in the friend zone with, you know, because they can become physically sexually aroused by you, you know what I'm saying, over time. What YouTubers do I recommend for good new gym goers? I recommend Steve Shaw at Massive Iron. I recommend for new gym Jeff Nippert. Who else? Zat Strength, or I don't know how to say his name, but it's SZAT Strength. You know what I'm saying? Really Massive Iron though. Steve Shaw, Massive Iron. That man knows his shit for real. A lot of these rebel guys disrespect women, call them bitch, and don't teach us, treat them like people. Exactly. And you know, a common thing with a lot of these guys is that they just trying to teach you how to have sex. They don't teach you how to do nothing else. They could teach you how to finesse a chick and then drop in her drawers, and that's the end of that. They can't teach you how to really talk to a woman, how to have good conversations with a woman. They can't teach you how to really get that woman to emotionally invest in you. You know what I'm saying? They can't teach you how to become the best man you can be so that women are drawn to you in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching you how to develop yourself and implement your own swag into you so that your game can be perfected. They just teach you, you know, how to have sex with a million trillion chicks in a year and pump and dump, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, I don't even have time to like mess with like 100 or 200 chicks in a year, because most of the chicks I mess with, have sex with, they come back. You know what I'm saying? They come back. So it's not like I wouldn't even be able to just be out here messing with a new chick like every week. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of that? If a chick wants some more of me, she can come back if I liked her. And that's what a lot of girls do. So I don't even know how to teach dudes how to have sex with like the most women. That's just not in my repertoire. You know what I'm saying? Develop your scar tissue. Yeah, just like C Boogie say, that's facts. Chris, this is off topic, but why do people say women can tell you don't seem retention? People say that because in well, there's research done on it, like actual scientific research done on it, but I'm gonna just say it's still theory because it's like we don't have it down to facts. You know what I'm saying? But the theory is that women have a biological innate sense to be able to tell which men are most fertile. You feel me? And so when you are retaining your seed, you are more fertile than most dudes. And so that's why they say, you know, women will be drawn to you when you on no fat or semen retention, because when you got a full sack, that's when you most fertile. And they say you emit certain pheromones, you know, when you're, you know, at peak fertility. And so that's why they say women can tell, you know what I'm saying? And it might be true, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense to me. I haven't done my own research and experience on it, but it makes sense to me. Let me see. What if you put a girl in the friend zone? Should you date her? I mean, personally, in my head, if you put her in the friend zone, that means there was something that made you not want to date her. So I would say no. But I mean, if you just put a chick in the friend zone for absolutely no reason, then I mean, I guess it would be okay to date her. I guess. These YouTubers giving us the wrong lane to go down when it comes to the red pill. Exactly. You know, like Spider-Man Uncle said, with great power come great responsibility. That red pill, knowing that truth, is great power. But are you going to use it to benefit you and other people, or are you just going to use it to your benefit and use it to tear other people down? You know, when a woman get with a man, she should leave that man a little bit better at the very minimum than what she was before. You know, she should leave with something new, whether it's something that she knows, or maybe she looks at herself a bit better. Maybe she has a little bit more confidence. Maybe she's more confident sexually, whatever the case is. At the bare minimum, that's how she should leave you. You know what I'm saying? Whenever y'all part ways, she should leave a better woman than when she was when she met you. And a lot of these dudes don't tell you that. A lot of what these dudes tell you is, you know, the stuff they tell you, it'll break women down. And I believe in karma. I would never, you know, purposely just be messing chicks up out here. Have you actually experienced this though, in reference to my first question? I don't really know, because I never really paid attention to it. You know, like I never did semen retention or no fap like to pull more women. I did it because I knew it was draining on my energy and I needed more vitality in life. So I don't really know if like I just haven't paid attention. So that's my answer is, have I experienced it? No, but it's because I've never paid attention. So I don't know if I've experienced it and I just haven't noticed it or not. You understand me? I mean, I do. What I can say as a fact is that now that I practice NoFap as a lifestyle and I go through my bouts of semen retention when I feel like it, I've been getting a lot more women now than how I was when I was beating off all the time. You know what I'm saying? NoFap and semen retention played a part in that. I don't know if it's because of that, but it played a part, definitely. We need some story times. Oh, I got some story times lined up. I'm starting my Patreon like within the next couple days. On my Patreon, I'm gonna have some good story times for y'all for sure. I got some good story times that I'm gonna give y'all, but they gotta go on the Patreon because they graphic. You understand me? They kind of graphic. How do you cuff a girl? How do you cuff a girl without having to take her out on a date? When you say cuff, can you explain what you mean by cuff? Because to me, what cuffing is, cuffing is when you not in a relationship with a chick, but you try to make y'all exclusive. That's what cuffing is to me. And I know that's not what you mean, but I don't exactly know what you mean. So explain to me what you mean by that. Because to me, cuffing is like if I'm dating a chick and we not exclusive, but I try to bring up, oh, we got to be exclusive, but we not boyfriend and girlfriend, but we gonna be exclusive, like that kind of goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you can explain what you mean, that'd be great. You feel me? YouTube don't like graphic. They will strike you in a heartbeat. Swear to God, bro. That's facts. That's why I'm very careful and I'm very conscious with what I put on my YouTube. You know, so I'm very conscious with what I put on my YouTube. You know, I'm not out here just going crazy. You know, you got to save some stuff. Do you work out for mass or for strength, and which is better? I primarily work out for strength, but in working out for strength, I gain mass as well. You know what I'm saying? And which is better? In my opinion, I don't think one is better than the other. Because if you training correctly, you know, if you training properly, then you will gain strength and mass. It just depends on the rate at which you do it. You know, when you train bodybuilder style, hypertrophic, very high volume, you know, pump chasing, the mass that you build, a lot of it is really just fluid that is now sitting in your muscle because the fluid helps you push out more volume. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of bodybuilders, if they take time off, a lot of them will shrink. But when you train for strength, the mass that you build is myofibrillar muscle fiber growth. And so it's slower, but it's more solid, it's more dense. You know, a power lifter or a strong man could take some time off and he not gonna shrink. You know, he might get a little flat, but he not gonna shrink in size. You feel me? So I train for strength because the mass that you get from strength is much more solid and long standing. It's much more dense. You understand what I'm saying? How do you make a girl your girlfriend without taking her out on a date? I don't, personally, I mean, maybe in high school that might be a thing, but like in the real world, I don't see chicks wanting to become a dude girlfriend without going on a date, unless that chick is very insecure and she has attachment issues. So say you met a chick, you didn't know she was hella insecure because you weren't able to read her well, and you might have smashed her like on the first day you met her, or you might have smashed her before without ever taking her out on a date, for real. Never really getting to know who she is. You was able to crack. If that girl is really insecure and she might have attachment issues and she really liked the dick, right? And she's attracted to you physically, she might want to stay attached to you because she has a fear of detachment. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing, but most normal women are not just going to be a dude girlfriend without going out on some dates, getting to really know this dude for who she is. You should be wanting to take chicks on dates before you make them your girlfriend anyway. Plenty. You need to be taking girls out or linking up with them a lot because you want to know who they are before you make them a girlfriend. When I say date, I'm not meaning like take them to restaurants and all that. I'm just saying, they could be y'all going to the park. They could be y'all going to get smoothies or going to Starbucks. You want to know the ins and outs of this chick. You want to have time to vet this chick thoroughly before you upgrade her to girlfriend. YouTube used to be crazy back in 2015, 2017. Shit, I've been on YouTube since 06. YouTube was craziest from 2008 to 2013. That was when YouTube was ruthless. That was when YouTube was crazy, bro. 2008 to 2013, bro, YouTube was wild. What if she was your friend and she was on a high vibration? If she was your friend, personally for me, bro, I just don't recommend making chicks that are your friend, your girlfriend. You can take a chick who was your friend and y'all could be friends with benefits type shit. You know what I'm saying? That could be a very well worked out scenario, but I would never recommend if a chick was your friend to try and make her your girlfriend, even if she is, a high vibrational woman. She on her shit, she got her head on straight. I wouldn't recommend doing that. That's just me. What do I study in college? I study sport management. The first time I did, bro, swear to God, like back in like 08, 09, you could look up some softcore porn on YouTube, bro. I swear to God. Promise you. You can't do that no more. They done you can't. I don't think you could do that no more. YouTube that got so strict with all the laws and the rules and stuff, which is a good thing because it'd be a lot of little kids on YouTube, like how I was finding soft porn, and then that's the gateway to the dark side. So, to a degree, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, it's a good thing. Why do I not recommend making chicks who were your friend, your girlfriend? Because when you make a chick your friend, there's automatically, when you and a chick become friends, I believe that when men and women can be in platonic relationships. A lot of dudes don't believe that, but I do. But when you decide to say, okay, this chick, I don't want to date her, but she cool to talk to. She got some games she could share with me. I could share some game with her. We could be friends. When that happens, something was not there that made you decide that you want to make her a friend instead of date her. You know what I'm saying? Something was there that made you not want to do that. Like, I'll give y'all a quick story time. This will be a quick story time. You know what I'm saying? Quick story time. So over the summer, this was like June, maybe. I was in Target. I was in Target. You know what I'm saying? I was in Target and I walked up to this chick because I thought she was cold, banging body. You know what I'm saying? She was built just how I like. She was like 5'3", maybe like 130 pounds, nice little wagon in the back, some good yams, nice, real nice body, looked healthy. Walked up to her because I was trying to spit some game. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to take this chick out. I want to get to know who this chick is. So we chop it up. I give her my number. She texts me. We organize a date, right? So the next week, we meet up at Starbucks. A little ways out from my neighborhood back at home. And we start conversing. And the energy was just off. Like, she was cool. We was having good conversation, but the energy was just not matching my vibe. like the vibe that I wanted. And so I knew off the bat, I was like, okay, I'm not about to like, you know, get with this chick, you know, have sex with this chick. I'm not gonna do nothing beyond that with that chick. I'm gonna just, you know, but this is a cool chick to keep around. You know, what I ended up learning was that she was a stripper and that she gets paid to dominate men in the bedroom, right? So that's why the energy was off. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man, I'm dominant in the bedroom. I'm very dominant in the bedroom. So that's why the energy was off, because she gets paid to dominate dudes who like to get domed in the bedroom. And she's a stripper. You know what I'm saying? So that's like part of her job. You know what I'm saying? And so she was real cool. We liked each other on like a regular social relations way, but not in a romantic way, not in a sexual way for real. Like the sexual energy died down kind of fast because we were on two different playing fields. You know what I'm saying? She's so used to being with dudes that's submissive, and I need chicks that's submissive for me in the bedroom because I'm not getting down by no chick. So we stayed friends, you know, very fruitful friendship, you know what I'm saying? Because of her profession, you know, her stripping profession and what the other things that she do, she be telling me a lot of game, you know, a lot of these dark secrets, you know what I'm saying? And through her, I've experienced some things, and I've been to some places, and I've partaked in some activities that I'm not gonna mention on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But if you sub to my Patreon, it's coming soon, y'all will know. But you know, it's a reason why you make a chick your friend instead of not wanting to date her, you know. With the stripper chick that I met, I made her my friend. I put her in the friend zone, you could say, but I made her my friend because I knew I didn't want to date this chick. I knew I didn't even want to go inside this chick. This was the vibe was just not sexual at all. It was very platonic. Like I was talking to one of my homies type shit, you know, so we still keep in contact. She still do what she do. She still, you know, we still chop it up every now and then. Back when I was back at home, you know, got into some things with some other things, had to go see some men about a horse. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But you know, she introduced me to a lot of different things that I had never really seen or heard before. So you know, I wouldn't. And the thing with that is, if you meet a chick and the vibe is just not there, where you don't want to further get to know this chick like that, or you know, get sexual with a chick for real, only make her your friend if you can notice some things that you might learn from this woman. You know what I'm saying? If she was just some regular chick who didn't do nothing outside of the norm, I would have just, you know, charged her to the game. We just wasn't feeling the vibe. You know, I hope you have a good one. You know, catch you around type shit. But because I learned she was a stripper, and I learned that she gets paid money to do these things to certain people, I was like, oh, I want to know this chick because I want to learn some stuff from her. You know what I'm saying? She could tell me some things. She could teach me some things. She can introduce me to some activities and some people. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. Hopefully that was a good enough story time to save y'all, you know, to hold y'all over. And for anybody new that's coming in the chat, I'm just answering questions at this point. Let me throw Janelle a wrench real quick. Let me throw Janelle a wrench. But yeah, for any new people that might be coming in, or anybody that's still in, I'm just answering questions at this point because I'm done with the topic. So anything y'all might want to ask, you know, I'm gonna answer some questions until I don't feel like it no more. So he says, why do women view red pill content? Another red pill dude said that women who view this content are usually ran through or low value. What's your take? So women view red pill content because goofy ass niggas be out here talking about red pill in real life. You know what I'm saying? They talking about red pill this and red pill that to actual women, like in their real life, you know, actually bringing up this red pill shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's a lot of women now going home and YouTubing red pill and YouTube and alpha male. And so they learning the game. You know, the reason they do that is because one, they want to know, why was this goofy ass nigga talking about red pill and alpha male to my face? And what is it? And how can I learn what it is so I can understand that kind of game that's going to be ran on me? You know, y'all got to understand women. Women are very adaptive. So when she peep all these dudes trying to run this new kind of alpha male red pill game, she gonna peep it. She might not understand it at first, but she gonna do her best to try to understand it so that she can recognize it and learn how to take advantage of it. You know, that's what women do. I wouldn't say women who view the content are ran through or low value. You know what I'm saying? Could it be some ran through women and low value women that watch red pill content? Of course, but I wouldn't say because they watch red pill content, it means they're ran through or low value. To me, for the most part, it would just mean that they can figure out how they can understand the game niggas out here trying to run because they could tell it's fake. Keep reading through this chat. Keep reading through this chat. How do you feel when you waste your money on a girl and she don't like you back? I've never really done that before, to be honest with you. I guess you mean like if you might take a chick on a date, on like a date for the first date, and you spend like $25, $30, which is enough money to feel, upset about because it's wasted. You know what I'm saying? We value every dollar over here. So how do you feel when I waste my money on a chick? I don't waste my money on chicks. You know what I'm saying? The most money I spend on a chick is like, if we meet up and I say, let's go to Starbucks, let's meet up at Starbucks, or most expensive I'm going is Panera, you feel me? And that's if I want to go to Panera. If I'm feeling hungry at that moment, I say let's meet up at Panera. But Panera is the most expensive I'm going. And if y'all don't know what Panera is, it's like, they make like soups and salads and sandwiches and stuff like that. So, you're not spending no more than like, 12, $15 for two people at a Panera. You know what I'm saying? You could, but it's not often. So, my advice to you would be don't spend money on these chicks that you would care about losing when you don't really know them, when they haven't earned that. You know what I'm saying? The chicks that I take out the actual restaurants, the chicks that I might take out the Mongolian Grill or what's another restaurant I like eating at? I eat at so many restaurants. I'm a restaurant junkie. Like on the weekends, I like to try different restaurants all the time. So it's hella restaurants that I like taking girls to. But like, if I'm gonna take a chick to a Mongolian Grill, you know what I'm saying, where I might spend $30, $35, $40, it's a chick who has earned that. You know what I'm saying? It's a chick who has shown me that, okay, this chick has earned that. So I'm gonna take her out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a good time. We gonna go out, eat some real food, might tell her, put some real clothes on, get cute, get pretty. You know what I'm saying? Consumer retention helped me be attractive and girls talking to me. And is it real? I haven't tried it yet, just curious. Will it help you be attractive? Not physically. I mean, semen retention will help your skin. You know what I'm saying? If you got a lot of acne, it can help you have less acne. It can possibly make you less anxious, less nervous, things like that. But it's not gonna make you like physically look different or change your personality drastically or improve your social skills drastically. All that comes with practice. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't be doing semen retention or no fap just for women, because then that's the wrong energy you bringing into it. And when you start no fap or semen retention, the energy that you started with is going to expand. So if you go into it with positive energy, it's going to help grow more positive energy. If you go into it with this negative energy, like I just want women, it's going to intensify that negative energy. You feel me? So I would say revisit why you want to do semen retention or no fat. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep reading through, keep dropping questions, y'all. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep going. I just want to feel confident and dominant. Feeling confident is gonna come through the way you look at yourself. Semen retention. Will semen retention help? Yes, because if you busting us to porn all the time, then you have this strange, unnatural attraction to pornography, to screens. You have this cuckold mindset to dudes that you watching smash girls that you imagining yourself smashing. You feel me? So will it help you build a little bit more confidence? Yes, it will. Being dominant, I can't say for sure that it's gonna help you be more dominant. Being dominant is usually like just in who you are. I don't know if you can develop a dominant personality. I'm not sure. You might be able to. I'm not 100% sure. These dudes who talk to women about red pill are goofy. Facts. That's 100% facts. A few of my female friends have came to me and said that they've met dudes who have mentioned the words alpha male and red pill to them, and or alpha male and or red pill to them while they were out on a date. Like literally said one of these two words or both. And I'm just sitting back and I'm perturbed. I'm like, well, where we get this from? Like, who taught y'all to do that? You feel me? Who taught y'all to do that? A chick literally told me, I don't mean to keep saying literally, a chick told me that a dude straight up said to her that he was an alpha male. A chick straight up told me that a dude said that he was an alpha male. This is what I've been told. And so, like I said, I'm not the one responsible for this ridiculous behavior. I don't even use that kind of language. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading through. Chris, what are 5 books you recommend for you to read? 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, or 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Let me look at my books. Fire in the Belly by Sam King. Any book on body language, reading body language. What's another one? King Warrior Magician Lover. It's a great book for learning like mature masculinity. It's a lot of books. Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. Like it's a lot of books I recommend dudes to read. You know what I'm saying? Start reading, y'all. Reading will help y'all converse with women. I've mentioned that before. Reading will help you have more to talk about. Can you reiterate the disrespect part? That was what the whole live was about. Just catch it on the playback, homie. Chris, while you talking to a chick, do you look them in the eye the whole time? Yes. Yes, I do. Not in some creepy way. Not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not staring at her. I'm not, but I do look them in the eyes the whole time. Now, the energy that you have behind the eyes can be weak or it could be hella strong. You know what I'm saying? I've been told by chicks that the energy that I have when I'm looking them in the eye, when I'm reading them through their eyes, it could be really strong. And some of them can handle it. Some of them really like it, but some of them it be too much. Some of them it throw them off and it make them kind of nervous. You know what I'm saying? So yes, look them in the eye, but make sure you cognizant of your energy. If you know that your energy is real strong when you look at them in the eye, make a conscious effort just to soften the look. You know what I'm saying? Just to soften the look. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not put so much energy into reading through the eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's something I was trained to do growing up, but I don't need to do that for real. Like, I don't need to read a woman so hard, like how I had to read people growing up because of where I grew up, where I went to school. I could tone it down. So, but yeah, always look chicks in the eyes when you're talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Always look chicks in the eyes when you're talking to them, because the eyes say a lot. She could read a lot of who you are through your eyes, and if you skilled, you can read a lot of who she is through her eyes. You feel me? If he was actually alpha, he wouldn't have to tell nobody. Exactly. That's the whole thing. That's a big reason why I don't be on here talking about alpha male and red pill, because it's like, I know I'm red pill. Like, I know the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know I have an alpha male personality. I don't need to be here and talk about it all the time. Now, there's some dudes who know how to talk about the alpha male energy in a non-corny way. Like Dr. BOA, Book of Alpharonomy, the way he talks about being an alpha male, it doesn't come off corny. It doesn't come off, generic. It comes off very authentic, very unique, very enthusiastic, because his perspectives are rooted in spirituality, his connection with the Most High, whatever his relationship with the Most High is, and how he views himself in that aspect. So, if you really want to like hear somebody talk about alpha male, I recommend Dr. BOA, Book of Alpharonomy. That man it's not corny, it's not goofy, he not screaming at nobody. He just straight up talk about it in a real, like, authentic way. You know what I'm saying? I heard it makes your voice deeper. No fap seam retention can indirectly make your voice deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're less nervous, because you might lose some of that anxiety, you might lose some of them jitters when you around people. you'll be more relaxed. So when you're more relaxed, your voice is automatically going to be deeper than what it normally might be. You feel me? So yeah, it can help you have a deeper voice. You're not gonna go from having a high pitched voice to a low pitched voice, but it'll help you reach that more natural voice potential. You feel me? Think Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, definitely a great book. I listened to that on audio one time. I listened to that on audio one time. I have another Napoleon Hill book called The Law of Success. It's a book like this big, and it's crazy. It's great, but it's crazy, bro. Like, it's wild. What I'm gonna actually do, I'm gonna think about this for a minute. I'm gonna do some book reviews on books written by content creators in the Black manosphere. You know what I'm saying? Because I've read C Boogie's book. Wow, I'm having a brain fart, bro. I've read C Boogie's book. I've read 3 of Ron Will's books. I've read Cousin T-Tall's book. You know what I'm saying? I've read 2 of Alan Roger Curry's books. You feel me? I might do some reviews on Black manosphere authors, Black manosphere texts and writers. You know what I'm saying? Just to show some more love and show some support to guys who really be knowing what they're talking about. How do you stare chicks' eyes without being creepy? I knew sometimes for us men, it's hard not for us to look at her breasts, but at the same time, it's not our fault because the way they dress. Okay, so I could tell by the way this message is written that you are really young. You know, you might be in high school. And if you're not, then you have very juvenile thinking. And I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm just saying that because based off what you're saying, I can read that through the text. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to insult you. Looking at chick in the eyes without being creepy is about your energy inside of yourself. So, like I was saying, this was 2 live streams ago or the last live stream. I don't even remember. But if you have sexual energy, sexual desire combined with a lack of social awareness and social skills, that's going to be creepy. You know what I'm saying? And when you looking at her in the eyes, if you have that combination, the way you looking at her is going to tell it, and she going to be able to feel it. You know what I'm saying? You want to have sexual desire with social awareness. You want to have both, because then you'll know how to inadvertently let her know, just from the way you looking at her. She'll be able to tell, like, oh, he want me. He think I'm sexy. He making this sexual, and I'm open to making this sexual with him. You know what I'm saying? But if you got sexual passion with a lack of social awareness behind your eyes, if that's the energy you carrying, then that will make her feel like you are hella creepy. And the way you looking at her will probably be creepy as well, because you might lack the social awareness. And you said sometimes it's hard for me and not to look at her breast. I could tell you watch a lot of porn. You beat your meat a lot. I can tell just from that statement. Like I said, I'm not saying this to offend you or, make fun of you. I'm just making observations. So the reason that you keep looking at her titties, you know what I'm saying, that you have a hard time looking at her in her eyes is because you watch too much porn. And so you are driven by lust. You know what I'm saying? You are too driven by lust. You know what I'm saying? The lust is clouding every area of your brain. So you having a hard time just looking at her in her eyes because you keep wanting to look at her titties. Stop watching all that goddamn porn. I've had girls say they thought I would put my hands on them, but I've never been physical to them or around them. Is that a sign to work on my energy? Yeah. Because what's funny is I've gotten things similar to that. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten things similar to that. Sometimes girls have said, sometimes I might look at them a certain way, or I might have a certain tone behind my voice, or I might posture my body in a certain way when I'm saying certain things that they might have felt, a little threatened by. And even though they might have knew me well enough to know I would never put my hands on no woman unless my life is in her hands. Like if she got a gun or something pointed at me, that's the only time I'm putting my hands on a woman for real, in that kind of way. But she might even know that I would never put my hands on her like that or do anything that's aggressive to hurt her physically. But the energy that I have, my energy, the vibration that I carry, it can be very aggressive at times. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I've had to work on. I've had to work on just toning myself down a little bit. Same with the eye contact piece. Girls have sometimes said when I'm reading them through the eyes, they can like feel Like it's too much for him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this ceiling fan be making the air hella dry. But yes, that's a sign you should work on your energy. Maybe work on bringing the energy down a little bit. If you got a lot of aggression in you, taming it a little bit. If you naturally just real intense, bring it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Chris, you brushing an hour a day? Not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because my waves are so solid that I don't even brush like that for real no more. I brush like every 3 days. I wash the style, and that my waves are perfect off that. But in the beginning, for maybe a good year and a half, I was brushing 2 to 4 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Brushing 2 to 4 hours a day. Do I meditate? I haven't been meditating recently, but I go through spurts in life where I do and do not meditate. Sometimes I just lack the discipline, but I do recommend meditating for sure. Um, should you approach girls or let them approach you? I could tell you very young as well. Chicks are not going to approach you like that. If we just being honest, chicks are not going to approach you like that unless you look extraordinary or you emit extraordinary energy. You know what I'm saying? And even if chicks do approach you, only a small percentage of them are going to be chicks that are yo actual type. You know what I'm saying? The average dude is not going to have chicks just approaching him. That's not how it works. Girls approach me at times. Women approach me sometimes. It's not that often, but they do it. But even if they do, it's only a small percentage that I actually find to be my type. Like it could be 5 attractive women who might approach me in a span of a month. You know what I'm saying? They could be all be attractive, but you can identify an attractive woman who isn't your type. You know what I'm saying? So, the answer is approach girls. I approach women. Even though women do approach me sometimes, I approach women. You feel me? Because approaching women is that should be like in your natural instinct as a man. You should want to go out and get what you want to get. You feel me? Talk briefly about a guy presence. I don't really know what that means, bro. I could tell you young because any person with experience would know that you should be approaching women. Well, any grown man who's mature will know that, approaching women is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, as men, we are hunters. We go out and get what we want. So if I see a woman that I find very attractive and see my type, I'm not just gonna post up and cross my arms and wait for her to walk up to me. I'm gonna walk up to her and introduce myself to her. You know what I'm saying? Give her the opportunity to meet me. But I could tell you was young because I could tell you probably watch a lot of red pill content, and you probably listen to a lot of these dudes say, don't cold approach, just rely on choosing signals, because if a woman wants you, she'll walk up to you, because you the prize. So the fact that you the prize means you shouldn't have to walk up to women, which is completely false. I could tell you listen to that kind of content, but you conflicted, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't really make sense, but it sound good. So I could tell you had mixed match thoughts about it. You feel me? Just reading through the chat some more. Only young guys afraid to approach women. That's not true, bro. It's a lot of grown men out here who are afraid to approach women now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of grown men out here afraid to approach women. It's kind of crazy. Do I think the Lakers? Oh yeah, I'm a big LeBron. LeBron is my GOAT. So yes, I have wholeheartedly belief. I have wholehearted belief that the Lakers will win the championship this year. You feel me? Come on, bro. We know there are certain guys when they enter a room, our girls gravitate towards them. I know. I agree. That's why I said the average guy is not going to have chicks approaching him. The average guy. Most guys are going to be average. Why is it average? Because that's the way most guys are. Most guys, the average guy is not going to have women approaching them. That's why I said what I said. You feel me? I wholeheartedly agree with what you said, though. With certain dudes, then when I'm one of them dudes, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. I don't like getting on here talking my shit, but I'm gonna talk my shit real quick. I'm one of them dudes. Usually when I enter a room, chicks are gravitating towards my way. You know what I'm saying? Or they trying to get my attention through trying to look at me, trying to give me real hard eye contact. Or, when I'm in the environment, when I'm in the space, they trying to really get in my proximity. They might walk around me, keep walking back and forth past me because they want me to see them. They gonna change the way they walk. They might start swaying their hips a little bit more because they want to emit more feminine energy when they around me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Chicks will walk up to me and say something stupid or say something obvious because they just want to ignite conversation. A chick will walk up to me, like looking how I look, and ask, "Do you work out?" Like chicks do that all the time, bro. That's just how it is. Um, what does that mean from my perspective? I mean, that's just how it is. Some dudes are going to be, it's what Ron Wheels would call select. Some dudes are going to be attractive to a majority of women. You know what I'm saying? Just some dudes are going to be attractive to a majority of women. You would call that a select man. If you put him in a room with 5 chicks, four of them chicks are going to think he attractive. 3 at the very minimum, but usually 4 of them chicks are gonna think he attractive. Could even be all 5. That's what you would call a select man. How do you approach without feeling scared? You just got to go through the experience, bro. The only reason you probably feel scared is because you probably did it once and it ended bad, and so you don't want to do it again. But you just got to do it more and more, because you will learn that women are not these vicious creatures that are gonna bite your head off. You know what I'm saying? Women can be very nice if you come to them with respect. So even if they're not feeling you, when they reject you, it'll be very respectful and very feminine, very calm. So only way to approach without being scared is to approach more. I asked for a girl's number, then she blocked me 4 hours later. Are you a troll, bro? And I only say that because, like, of the series of things you're saying is coming off very trolly. You might not be. I could be mistaken. I could just have it all wrong. But, if you asked for a girl's number and she gave it to you and she blocked you 4 hours later, you have a lot of work to do, my friend. You know what I'm saying? If she blocked you 4 hours later, yeah, you got a lot of work to do, bro. Keep reading through this. What cologne do I use? So right now I have 2 daily drivers that I alternate, and I have 1 occasional. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna build more to my collection, but I'm one of them guys where, like, when I find something that I really like, I don't really venture out a whole lot. But with the colognes, the 2 colognes I use during the day, right? In the summertime, when it's hot and it's sunny outside, I use 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. When it's day and it might be fall weather or it might not be warm, I use this when the summertime too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I really like. Polo Black. So my 2 daily drivers are Polo Black and 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. And then my occasional cologne, my nighttime cologne, or when I'm going to see a shorty, or when a shorty coming to see me, or when I'm going out at nighttime, I use Signature by Salvatore Ferragamo. So you touch on masculine energy. Will semen retention help, and how long do you usually go? I would definitely say semen retention helps with masculine energy, because you're maintaining your life force. You maintaining a lot of your testosterone. You're operating in a healed uh hormone field in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Your neurological wiring is healed. So I do believe it'll help with masculinity. How long do I go? So when I'm practicing real semen retention, when I'm practicing real deal semen retention, I do it in spurts. You know what I'm saying? So I might practice semen retention for a month, where I might be getting intimate with chicks and not busting. You know what I'm saying? I might do it for a month. I might do it for 2 weeks. I might do it for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm doing very soft core semen retention, just abstaining from sex, I'll do that, every now and then. I don't do that often anymore. Because I'm not so encaptured by the lust and the pleasure of sex. But if I do something like that, like with refrain from sex, I do that for like a week, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? If I felt the need to do that. what's my current morning routine. So I wake up, I charge my phone in my bathroom so that I'm not tempted to roll over and pick up my phone and stay in the bed. So I charge my phone in my bathroom. So my alarm clock will wake me up, or I wake up on my own. I get up, I walk into the bathroom, I look at myself in the mirror. I just analyze myself up and down. I sleep butt ass naked, just so you know. So I'm getting up butt ass naked, walking into the mirror butt ass naked. I look at myself up and down, just, have like a daily assessment, you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I looking? How am I feeling? You know, what's going on, just really looking at myself, an assessment, just a self-assessment. And then, brush my teeth, wash my face, all that good stuff. And then I go work out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I lift, sometimes I do fasted cardio. Depends on how I'm feeling on that day. You feel me? But that's my morning routine right now. Why are females that I don't vibe with the primary type of female to gravitate towards me? Because your energy is attracting that kind of female. So believe it or not, the vibe that you're emitting is a vibe that you may not want. You know what I'm saying? The vibe that you're giving off is a vibe that doesn't match the vibe that you might want in your head. You feel me? So you attracting chicks that don't vibe with the vibe that you want. They don't match the vibe that you want. But you are probably attracting chicks who vibe with the actual energy that you are emitting. So that's what happens when there is a disconnect and an energy imbalance between what you want and what the energy that you give off to get what you want. It's an imbalance between those two. So you need to do some soul searching, figure out what might be the cause of that, figure out why the energy that I give off is not matching up with the energy I want to receive. Figure out why. I would say, look into it, do some more research on it, maybe some other content creators or a book or maybe or two, you know what I'm saying, and try to figure out why you having that disconnect. Because I have that disconnect right now. I've worked on it to fix it, but I've told y'all before, I'm more so into plain Jane chicks, you feel me? Because I'm past sex. Like, getting sex is easy. Getting sex is not hard for me. So I want more out of a chick than just sex. So when it comes to that, I'm very much so more into plain Jane chicks who are urban, for lack of better words. Urban plain Jane chicks are my kind of steeds, you know what I'm saying? But who I attract the most is the exotic chicks, you know what I'm saying? The chicks who get paid for the way they look, you know what I'm saying? The chicks who dudes are walking up trying to trick on them all the time. The chicks who, might wear makeup every single day, and they might, banging body. A chick or dude might call a 9 or a 10. That's who I attract the most. But who I want is not that. Who I want the most, who I actually vibe with the most, is them plain Jane urban chicks. But, I've definitely worked on balancing that energy, and I've definitely helped it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely done a lot to fix that. I'm immature for my age. How do I act my age, bro? I think you said you were 16. At 16, you bound to be immature, depending on where you grew up. At 16, I'm gonna just say that, bro. If you 16, bro, you're gonna be immature. You'll just mature with time, or at least you should. Sometimes I walk around guys, they move and get intimidated. Is that my energy? Yes. Have you ever thought about making a channel dedicated to fitness? I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. But then I was like, I'm not a fitness professional. You know what I'm saying? And fitness is a science. You know what I'm saying? There is art to fitness, but fitness is mostly a science. Fitness is mostly fact-based. Fitness is mostly, is not so much an art form. It's not so much anecdotal. And so I didn't want to make a fitness channel because I'm not an expert yet. I'm not a fitness expert yet. You know what I'm saying? So maybe in the future, when I'm really honing in on my expertise, I'll make a fitness channel. But, that's why I'm very conscious about responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And me not being an expert on fitness, I would hate to make a mistake and give some irresponsible advice and then somebody get hurt because of what I said. When it comes to improving who you are and your relations with women, it's an art form. So, you can rely on a lot more anecdotal evidence So that's why I like to get on here and give my experience, give my ways on how I improve myself, give my ways on how I like to talk to women, analyze other guys' situations, and maybe give them some pointers or give them my word, just taking my word on how they can improve themselves and help they stand to with women. You feel me? How do you know when a girl is just being friendly / want attention, or she actually wanting to get with you? That's a good question. Knowing if she's just wanting attention will be what'll happen is, she might want to text you, she might want to DM you on Instagram, she might want to she might want to FaceTime you or call you a lot, but she might not want to meet up in person. You know what I'm saying? You might bring up, hey, we hitting it off, let's go kick it at Starbucks on Friday. And then she bring up some excuse, or she say she can't make it. Or, some chicks love attention so much, they'll actually go out with you. They'll hang out with you and talk to you. But then when you say, hey, we got a good energy going on, let's take it back to my crib. Then she pumping the brakes. She's saying, hold up, DJ, scratch the record. Ew. Like, let's hold on. That's how you know when a chick just want attention, when she is not receptive to the idea of being in an intimate space with you. You know what I'm saying? Sharing intimate energy with you. You know what I'm saying? We're not even talking about sexual yet, but we saying like she not even gonna want to come back to your crib. You know what I'm saying? Or she might even come back to your crib, but she not even gonna want to, come in your room. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be stuff like that. And then being friendly, most of the time, if a chick is genuinely being friendly, when you make a certain kind of advance, she'll inadvertently, reject the advance. You know what I'm saying? And that just comes with being able to read the room. Keep reading through this chat. Hey, yo, salute, CG. Is a control level of pride essential? I've always thought highly of myself, and it tends to irritate a lot of people around me unintentionally. I don't know if I should tweak that or change my crowd. A control level of pride is definitely necessary. You, my friend, may have an uncontrolled level of pride. You know what I'm saying? If it irritates a lot of people, the pride that you have in yourself irritates a lot of people unintentionally, that may mean that you coming off more so arrogant and confident. You know what I'm saying? I think very highly of myself, and that's the way I carry myself. But my energy is rooted in confidence. You know what I'm saying? So people actually like the pride I have in myself, because when a confident person interacts with someone else, if that person doesn't feel confident in themselves, interacting with a confident person can make them feel more confident in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So if your pride is rooted in confidence, people actually want to talk to you more because it'll make them feel more confident in the moment. But if your pride is rooted in arrogance, if your pride is rooted maybe in delusion, possibly, people are not going to want to talk to you because that's a draining energy. You know what I'm saying? That's a draining trait to have for other people. It's not magnetic, it's repellent. You understand me? One time a girl rejected me, but weeks later I was talking to a chick and getting jealous. One time a chick rejected me, but weeks later I was talking to a chick and getting jealous. Are you saying the girl that rejected you was getting jealous? Or are you saying you got jealous? Because if you saying that the chick who rejected you got jealous because you were talking to another chick, what happened was, because chicks love the attention that you can bring. And so a lot of times a chick might reject a dude and then he still keep advancing and advancing. And even though she knows she don't want him, she'll still keep responding because she liked the attention. But if she rejected you and then you just maybe charge her to the game and she saw you talking to another chick, she saw you giving your attention to some other chick, even though that girl didn't want you at that time. And so she might have got jealous. Yeah, she was probably getting jealous because you were giving your attention to some other chick. You feel me? How do you know people by looking into them and at their body language? I'm gonna assume he meant, how do you know people by looking into their eyes and their body language? So for me, it was just like learning how to read people through the eyes wasn't something I learned through a book or through a video. It was something that I learned growing up, because growing up in a dangerous environment with a lot of people who are capable of dangerous things it's something that we all had to learn. how to read people through the eyes, how to read certain body language. Now, I have read body language books, you know what I'm saying? Because now that I'm not in that environment anymore and I'm in more of a normal community, I'm not in the hood with a hella crime and everything. I'm in a college town, I'm in a normal town. I've read body language books just to get a vibe of normal people's body language, you feel me? But reading people through the eyes, that'll come with time. You know what I'm saying? That'll come with experience. Certain experiences will teach you that. What's my dream car? That's a good question. I don't have one dream car. I have certain eras where I have dream cars of that era. So like a classic for me would be like, I don't know, like a 81 Camaro, you know what I'm saying? All black with like some green flames, you know, or like a some kind of low rider, you know what I'm saying, with some gold Dayton's on it. You know, if I'm talking about right now in the current day, I would say like uh yeah, I don't know, dog. It's a lot of cars I like right now. I would say an Audi R8 with a skeleton back, you know what I'm saying? Quad exhaust, you know what I'm saying? All black, of course, matte. You feel me? The pride thing is more like I'll just be happy for no reason, minding my own business. And if I'm out with friends, is the only one that'll approach. I'm the only one that approach females. That's when they try and talk down to me or get mad. Well, if that's the case, that just means they have no pride in themselves, so they get jealous being around someone, especially a friend who is proud of who he is and is willing to talk to females. You feel me? That's what that is. You might want to find you a new friend group if that's the case, because you could have friends who may have low pride, but friends who have low pride, it'll be two things. Either they gonna want to find pride in themselves, they actually want to help themselves, so they'll be more drawn to you, because if you have pride in yourself, they see you as someone who can be a good role model. Or on the other hand, they can do like you saying, and they could start hate. You know, they could say, you know, who is this nigga? Who he think he is? Just because they don't have pride in themselves. You understand me? So don't look like we got any more questions. We approaching that 2 hour mark, so it's about time I hop off of here. You feel me? Appreciate all the people coming on. I'm gonna start giving better notices of these lives, bro. I really just like hopping on YouTube spur of the moment. Like I have ideas in my phone planned out, but I never have like, okay, on this day at this time I'm gonna do this video, I'm gonna do this live. I just hop on here like spur of the moment. So I'm gonna try to give y'all better notice, a better advance on when I'm gonna hop on live. But appreciate all the people that tuned in, all the people that was in the chat, all the people that asked questions, asked good questions, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all catch the playback if y'all didn't see the whole thing. Have a beautiful, productive, peaceful, and prosperous Tuesday night. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? So that's the topic for the day, man. Don't forget to like the live stream and subscribe to the channel. Peace.